Alright, what's up everyone? Here we are today with a run from DM Wanderer. This is the no units that were in the initial release of the game. Now, I haven't clarified whether this is the very first build of the game or if this is the launch. So I've gone with first build because it's actually real difficult to make decks anyway, and I didn't want to restrict myself even more. We're going to start with Nod. Our Nod deck is, these are all things that came out after the game was, put into pre-alpha or beta or whatever you want to call it. I think Giga and Phantom were both maybe released during the beta, but they were definitely units that came out that you could pay for. You could pay money to unlock them, or you wait for them to drop naturally from crates. So I consider all of these units to be units that were released during the time that I was playing. The only exception is Oksana. All four of these commanders were in the game originally. There's no option. There is no option for a commander that's been released on Nod. So we're gonna play the Oksana. Yep, Phantom did have 2 bullets. Yeah. They were definitely alpha. Giga and Phantom were definitely alpha or beta release units. They were in the game at launch, but they were released during the time I was playing, which is what that's what I'm gonna count it as. Alright, so we're going to play this one, and then we've got a GDI deck as well, which we'll be doing later. Probably after the Nod deck.
Establishing battlefield control.
I was deciding whether or not to do this in ladder or an event. It's unranked today. And then I built the decks. I built the best decks I could, and I was like, wow, these decks are terrible. So I decided to do unranked instead of ladder. We're up against Monitor Lizard. And he has a Harvester and a War Factory. We might literally be seeing Giga second unit here. Obviously I'm playing Scavengers because lasers were in the initial build. And I'm playing Fanatics because Flamers and Militants were in the initial build as well. And as were Chems. There really aren't a lot of options. They didn't release very many infantry units. That's really it. They released those 2. Oh, an MLRS. That is a very good counter to my Giga Cannon. That is unfortunate. Get some Scavengers down here. Move the Giga to this one. Alright, nice. So we win this missile. Opponent pretty slow out the gates here. Get the Giga Cannon to start working on the Shatterer. Gonna get 10 tip from this as well. Very D's. Oh, we're rich, boys. We're rich. Beyond our wildest dreams. Let's go for his Harvester. We do have Shade, so MLRS is not... It's not an auto lose or anything by any means. It's definitely not. It's definitely something we can deal with. In fact, our opponent's deck is probably auto lose to the unit Shade. Given that he appears to be playing a fortressy style deck, I imagine that he just can't beat Shade at all. And that is appearing to be the case. This was not a close game, boys. Not a close game at all. Very straightforward victory there.
Mission accomplished.
Nail biter, absolutely.
Establishing battlefield control.
We could go the Great Boy route volumes. It'd be nice to less people.
New objective available.
I guess we're a little bit worried about getting rushed with this deck, because it's just a really wonky deck. I remember when Wheels first came out and they were just so obnoxious. Wheels when they first came out was so strong. I think they were faster and did more damage than they do now. They also had more hit points. It wasn't a super relevant addition to hit points at equal levels, but they had more hit points, which meant that over leveled they were even better. Alright, so we've got some bikes. We're going to get some Scavengers. He's going to shoot and then move down. No, not even doing the moving down. Bit of an amateur move there, not saving his bikes. Could have got a lot more work done there. Obviously not that hyped about playing Giga on this map. One of the weaker Giga maps in the game. Definitely right at the bottom for quality Giga maps. Our opponent is, I don't really mean, but his micro is a little weak. Alright, let's move the Giga Fortress up. Get some fanatics as well in case he makes infiltrate. I see 2 harvesters here for us to farm. Pretty exciting stuff. Oh, so rich. Got his own militants as well. That's gonna feel bad. Oh my god, Giga is so dumb. Look at that. It's just ridiculous. I always, like, it's hard to, like, believe, you know? Like, I played against and with Giga so many times, and I still can't get over how ridiculous it is. Once it hits tier 3 charge, it just murders absolutely everything. Alright, well, there we go. Another nail biter.
You are victorious. 3, 2, 1. New objective.
Venable. Playing the Solomon. Probably double halving. So the thing about unranked is, unranked, there's only 2 unranked leagues. They're Diamond and they're Bronze. So, the Masters League events, you play against anyone who's been in Masters in the last 3 months. The Diamond League event, like this one, you play in anyone's been in Diamond in the last 3 months. Which is, like, a lot of people. Like, that's anyone who's been in Diamond in the last 3 months is a large pool of players. Let's get our Fanatics out. Unit tanks Giga the longest. Almost certainly Mammoth tank, because it has the most hit points. Or an air unit, which tanks it indefinitely. Although, by tanking it, you kind of assume that you mean actually taking damage. In this case, it's the Mammoth tank, because the Mammoth tank has almost 7,000 hit points. Oh, that Orca is a problem. Let's try and block. Oh, missed it. Missed the block. Feels bad. I don't need to kill his Harvester now, because I spent all my money on that Giga and the boost. I kind of need to kill this Harvester to get my money back now. Alright, there we go. We can now afford some items. We can afford units again. These shots are kind of annoying. I'm debating whether or not to get a Phantom. I don't have that many options. Like, I only have Phantom and Scavenger that shoots up. Well, I guess yes is the answer. We are making a Phantom. Wow, this deck has got a lot of holes in it. So many misclicks. God, so many misclicks, dude. I literally could not reselect a different unit. Just lost the entire army to that Iron Cannon. That is not a good thing. We are broke now. We do not have a lot going on. Let's actually leave this alive so the scavengers can get 10. Thank you. That's a Wolverine, that's going to be a bit of a problem. So we need a Giga for that, which he's going to probably Iron Cannon. Oh, this is going to be bad, man. This isn't looking good at all. Alright, well at least we're rich now. Didn't lose quite so much that time. I actually do think I should be making Shade against these tech units instead of Giga Cannon. Shade is almost certainly better. If his anti-air unit is Wolverine as well, then Shade just beats Wolverine. I guess Talon, right? Sure. Alright, we actually dodged that one. Feels good. Guess me a Phantom. Okay, I think we're gonna win. That was that was a questionable game right there. was a questionable game.
Objective complete. Control.
Spain versus Turkey. A classic matchup.
2, 1. New mission received. Harvester ready.
I think you might be able to block his harvester here. Go, Wheels, go!
Unit
Nice. We actually made his harvester go the other way. If we can block on the other side as well. Oh man, we're doing it. We're doing it, chat. We're delaying the harvesting. Look how long this harvester's just been wandering around for. Definitely want to tech switch quickly now because we've reduced his income dramatically. We want to take advantage of that. I guess we'll make some scavengers because I really don't have a lot of options for things to go with my fanatics. Chem warriors, okay. We're gonna need 2 defensive fanatics for this. We should win this. Yeah. 2 defensive fanatics still beats pretty much everything. We need to make some money off of this as well. Fanatics ain't what they used to be. Let's hit the Giga cannon. Gonna try and get a boost here. Nice, got the boost. We got a double boosted Giga cannon. Yeah. Good luck with that, Chief. Classic Jade action right there. Alright, I think we got him. A double boosted Giga again there. Feels good, man. Didn't even have to use the air tower.
Mission accomplished. 3, 2, 1. New objective received.
Alright. Hun 95. Hun? Very weird name. See what he's up to. Definitely don't like this map. Harvester. Alright, good start. Can't fault it. And no building yet. Wait and see what he does next. It's getting a bit silly now.
Unit ready.
You're doing nothing? What's happening, chat?
Missile launched. Building online. Unit ready.
Is he just AFK? The old harvester into AFK strategy? Needs to relay to emergency? Yeah, maybe.
Building online.
Stop flashing at me, game. I know I have the ability to build a unit. Okay, I guess he's just AFK. What a thrilling game of Rivals this was. I don't realize, like, just surrender, dude. You still get the rewards. Why make people wait for like 2 minutes?
Missile launched. You are victorious. Battlefield control. 3, 2, 1. New objective.
Chris Dash 3. What's up, Pablo? I don't really have a good answer to these dogs yet. I guess we're gonna... Do I tech switch into scavengers against dogs? Or do I just make a Giga Cannon? Oh, that's that makes me think he's playing MG. Or, like he must be no halve. Yeah, it's MG. That's the only thing that makes sense when your opponent goes dogs into missiles and no harvester. It's a little weird he's playing Jackson though, and also like you're just like you're ecstatic when you get this map instead of Orbit when you're playing no half MG. Just like incredibly lucky because this map is obviously way better for no half MG. I guess I am gonna go Giga Cannon though. If we can get rid of this, we can make Fanatics, and then we want to go into Giga after that. We're probably gonna lose first missile. That's not a big deal. We're not heavily invested in it. All I really care about is removing this MG. I don't care about the first missile. Getting rid of the MG means that we are very likely to win the next two missiles. Without the MG in place, he doesn't really have anything that he can do. Like, it's a no-half MG deck. It doesn't work without the MG. Then it's just no-half. Got another 10 as well. Feels good, man. Let's get the Giga Cannon out. That should just be game over. No-half deck has never beaten a Giga Cannon. Yeah, this one's over. The only way he wins this game now is if he switches into a bunch of air units whilst I'm pop capped. So we're actually not going to make any more units. We're going to just wait so we have some pop cap available. And potentially can make a Phantom. Yeah, no surprises here. I'm a little surprised actually the Giga Cannon decharged there. I'm actually doing this on purpose because I want to charge up my Giga Cannon. Such an obnoxious unit. It's so dumb. I don't actually know how much damage a Shade does to an entrenched MG. We're gonna go and find out. Can't kill an unentrenched MG. Let's see how much it does to the entrenched one. Not bad actually. I think that's like 3 volleys and you could take out the MG.
Objective complete. 3, 2, 1. New objective received.
Okay. When was Stank released? Stank was in the initial build. These are all units that were released whilst I've been These are all units that have been released whilst I've been playing the game. So some of them are launch units, but they are all units that were released after I started playing. Oh look, another no-half MG, but this time on this map. Unfortunate, my dude. You really never want to be on this map for no-half MG. Probably should have been being a little bit more aggressive on pushing this MG whilst it was setting up. I was thinking I was going to go Giga Cannon, but I'm not so sure now. Actually, yeah, I'm still going to do it. Still going to do it. Gonna let the wheels and the Giga handle this. Right, I'm gonna need Fanatics and boost this to get rid of the dogs quickly. Thank you, man. Yeah, good surrender. Good surrender.
Mission accomplished. 3, 2, 1. New mission received.
Roboto, my boy. This could be a tough one.
Harvester ready.
Okay, let's see what we've got. Got some rifles. I'm happy to stall because my deck is absolutely terrible. So I need time to unlock all of the units to give myself more options.
Dead Dirkadabs.
What's up, Killer Gully? Thank you for the prime. I don't really want to make Giga Cannon on this map against the Pitbull, so I'm going to make the Scavengers, but not super hyped about that either. At least we can get back the money on these wheels when they die. I'm going to have to make the Giga because the Scavengers are clearly never killing a Pitbull. There's just no way they ever reach a Pitbull. This is kind of why lasers and Scavengers aren't really an answer to Pitbull. Okay, we're making quite a lot of money at least off of the Scavengers. Oh wow, Drone Swarm, that's real bad for me. I don't really have a good answer to Drone Swarm in the deck. I've only got Scavenger, which is worse than Laser, and Laser already loses to Drone Swarm and Phantom, which is incredibly expensive. Oh, that's an Orca as well. Yeah, this matchup looks close to unwinnable. This looks real bad. Alright, we're going to need a Phantom for the Orca, but I don't really have an answer to Pitbull. If we were on the other map, we have a chance, because we could at least play... if we were on the other map, we could at least play Giga Cannon and just rely on that for our victories, but on this map, the Giga is tough to use properly. Yes. Go down here. Alright, we should be able to get this missile through air units being OP, but things are gonna get real rough. I need a Giga Cannon to take care of this APC, but I also need like a lot of units to protect a Giga Cannon. We could have used that Giga Cannon. Man, and the Ion. Oh man, give me a break. Nope. No way I can do it. I mean, that's... If we were on the other map, we have a small chance, but on this map, with this deck, I don't think there's any real way we can do it. The Pitbulls are just... Pitbulls are too difficult to get rid of with just Scavenger and Giga. Cobra Zax. Okay. I mean, there were plans for all kinds of things when we had a real dev team, Ice. But for like the last, what, 30 months, there's been no plans for a Nod Commander. Alright, let's get into some Fanatics. Pretty happy just use Fanatics to clean up these Flamers. 2 Fanatics on defense still beats pretty much all infantry. What's that? Venom? Okay, I have nothing for this. I can't kill this with Scavenger. Yeah, I have nothing for this. I have to save up for a Phantom to fight that. Like, Laser doesn't beat Venom, and Scavenger is worse than Laser, so there's just no way I can fight the Venoms without Phantom. There are so few anti-air units released after the initial game Like after the initial units, there were so few anti-air units released. I think Phantom and Slingshot are the only ones. I guess APC is not really an anti-air unit though. Tick Tank. How am I gonna kill a Tick Tank? I guess we'll get some Scavengers to start working on it. Tick Tank definitely will beat Scavenger 1v1 though. I mean, again, Tick Tank will beat Laser. And Scavenger is worse than Laser, so... well, we're gonna get this missile. Our opponent kind of just gave it to us in exchange for being able to attack my Harvester briefly. So that was generous of him. Two Tick Tanks now. I think we're gonna have to get a Giga Cannon. So awkward. Yeah, this is such an awkward deck. We get another Giga Cannon. Oh wait, we know we had Banshee and Venom, although I have this Phantom, so maybe that'll be okay. Another Tick Tank. Oh, this isn't looking good. I have to keep blocking this Tick Tank until I can clear that bottom pad. Oh, we're doing it, chat. We're doing it, yes! Let's go! Let's go! Opponent threw that second missile so hard. Crazy.
3, 2, 1.
And Satanas. This could be rough. At least we're on Fighting Pit this time, which gives us a fighting chance. Because we have the Giga Cannon that's very good on this map. I actually want Stall. I suspect he's going to go Pitbull. I actually might just go Giga if he goes Pitbull. He's not doing anything though. I'm not going to make Giga blind. Double half. I'm just going to make Giga then. And just push a Harvester with it. Might even push his base if I get a chance. I suspect that he's going to save up for an Orca here. He really needs to let this thing decharge if he's ever going to kill it. Yeah, there's the air tower. I should have gone for a Phantom instead. I think a boosted Scavenger will beat a Talon. A boosted Laser definitely beats a Talon. Yeah, it does. Doesn't beat it by as much as I would like though. What is his deck? His deck must be very wonky. If he's trying to use Talons to kill Giga Cannon. It is unranked though, so people do play weird decks. I mean, look at my deck. So here we are playing the Giga Cannon Fun Police on Fighting Pit. Ah, Fun Police goal achieved. No fun for you, Satanas. It's a zero-sum game. Only one of us can have fun. And I had all the fun in that game. Alright, there it is, guys. We're at 9-1, which I think is pretty good with this deck. Like I said, some of these units are pre-release. They are like beta release units. But I mean, if you look at the units, the things that shoot up for Nod that have been released since launch are Phantom, which, actually no, sorry, Phantom was pre-launch. So end of list. There's no units. There's no unit that has been released since launch that can shoot up in Nod, apart from Scavenger. Yeah, Scavenger's the only one. So if I did it on units which I released, have been released during my game time, because there really is so few options anyway, and almost none of them shoot up. I don't know why. The old devs hated making units that could shoot up for some reason. Just really liked air, I guess. Anyway, there it is, 9-1 with that deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll do a GDI one soon, and I'll see you then. Sorry, Satanus. If it makes you feel any better, Roboto bullied me. Kodiak, the Brodiac himself. Yeah, I got bullied by Roboto, who was just playing an APC Solomon deck. He's bullied the crap out of me on Orbit. Alright, are we going to do the GDI one now?